Welcome back everybody, Driver53 here, and today I've got another video looking at production factories, or production chains, in FS19. So which one do we have today? This is the Placeable EcoGreen factory by Vanquish081, part of VSR modding team. And what are we looking at today? Well, it's going to be mineral fertilizer. How do you make it? Well, first thing you need to do is come around over here to this side of the building. A little bit smaller trigger than some of the other ones that we've seen. But you're going to come right here. You're going to click on L3 if you're on PlayStation. And you've got the option over there on the left-hand side that says New. Whenever you click it, it's going to take it to the right. So this is going to give you production level 1. If you click it again, you don't have any other option. So on this one, there's only one level of production that you're going to be able to do. Whenever you want to confirm it, hit square, it's going to turn on the factory for you. Really, really awesome. So now, what's it going to take? Well, if we come over here to this side, and we come right here, this is going to be your solids. And right here, you're actually going to need to dump in manure. So you can either buy it, or you can have your cows produce it for you. This factory is actually really, really good because you can use the byproducts from your animals to be able to produce stuff that you're going to be able to use on your farm. There's no resale value on these items anywhere on the map, so you're just going to be able to come in here and make product that you're going to be able to use on your farm. So like I said, manure right here, how much capacity does this silo hold? It holds 100,000 liters. So next, what you're going to do is you're going to come back over here, all right, and you can see that we have two tanks. You've got a blue one right here and a little bit darker, like a brown colored one right there. The blue one right here is going to be water, and you're going to need 100,000 liters to fill this up all the way. Now, do you need 100,000 liters? Absolutely not. As soon as you start to put anything in here at all, it's going to go ahead and start producing for you, but you have to have all three elements. So what's the third element? Well, this one right here, this little, I don't know, tan colored one, is going to be digestate. So you need manure, water, and digestate here. And digestate tank, it's actually going to hold 500,000 liters of product for you. And you just back up right here to your trigger. Whenever you get the command, boom, there you go. It's going to be great. Now on this one, you don't need any fuel. And the really, really awesome thing about this one, you don't have any costs associated, like right off the bat, right? So what I mean is no fuel, so you're not going to have to buy diesel. Water you can get for absolutely free on this map. And this map is actually Ravensberg, everybody. This is the one map that I found that all of these work really, really well on. So I highly recommend checking out Ravensberg. There are other ones that this is going to work on also. We know that La Cornella 2.0, you've got Chamberg Valley that it's going to work with. Westbridge Hills supposed to work with. I was having some issues with biodiesel, so I haven't tried it again. And also some of TNT modding's maps for a while worked with it. I don't know since the update if they still will or not, but I heard that Eureka did at one point. So those are all the maps that are going to work. I highly recommend checking them out. Just make sure you read the description that it says that it's working with it, no problem. And read the description also of this mod because it'll say which ones it's most compatible with. But Ravensberg, I have had zero problems at all. So I'm going to go ahead and start showing you some more slides here about, you know, how much you're going to be able to make per day and how much it uses to be able to make that and everything like that. So if you watch some of my other videos, it's going to be the exact same format. If you haven't, here we go. So right here in front of me, what we have is 12,500 liters of mineral fertilizer. All right, this is, like I said, this is the only production level that you have. Some of the other ones had a base level and then an expedited level, so we call that production value 2. But on this one, it's only going to be 1. So next slide here. Elapsed days. It took me 4.85 days to be able to make this. So almost a full 5 days to be able to make all of this that you see right here, the 12,500 liters. So total production per day is 2,577 liters of product. That may not sound like much, but if you don't have big fields, that could work pretty well. So the next thing is, how much water is this going to use? Well, it's going to use a total of 25,000 liters. I know it says 25,001, but we're just going to say 25,000 liters, all right? So water used per day, it's 5,155 liters. I mean, that's not bad. That's a tanker a day coming over here. So I think that's reasonable, really, really reasonable. Next is manure. how much are we going to use total? Well, that's going to be 24,480 liters of manure. And per day, that's going to be 5,047. That's not much. I think your cows should be able to produce that relatively easy without a lot of cows. So the last one here is going to be total digestate used. That's actually 122,396. How do you get digestate? Well, that's going to be at your BGA. So you're going to have to do a whole lot of taking your silage or whatever crops you can over there to be able to produce this. You're going to make money on it that way, and you're going to be able to get your digestate back on the backside and then be able to use it over here and be able to make this free product for you. How much is that per day? Well, it's 25,236. So when you look at it per day, it's not that bad. You're going to get paid every night at midnight for your digestate, or for your products that you put in there. So you're getting your digestate out at the end, and you're getting paid at midnight. So I think it's really, really cool. Now, like I said, there's nowhere to be able to sell this stuff. You have to use it is the only way to be able to consume it, right? And it's a free product, basically. I mean, I know there's costs associated with all of those things that you're going to have, right? But your cows, you're getting milk on the backside, right? You're going to be able to use your manure here, no problem. Your water is going to be free over at the lake. You can pay for water at the water tower here or other water points if you have those installed on your map. And then digestate, just use the BGA. Now, I know the BGA costs money to be able to use, but you're making money when you take those products over there. And then you're getting this on the backside. So you can either sell your digestate outright, or you can use it in here to work on your farm. So I guess the next question is, how are you going to fill up your trailers, your spreaders, and your seeder? Well, unfortunately, there's no like automatic fill. You have to do it all manually. So let's jump on our tractor right here, and I'll show you how easy it is. So you're going to put your bucket down on the ground, make it really nice and flat, and when you drive up to it, it's just going to start filling for you. You can see right there, perfect. We've got a full load. All right, it's going to bring it back. We're actually going to dump into our trailer first. Here we go. Oh, I guess I better raise it up a little bit more. Crasher 53, everybody. All right, whenever you dump it, there you go. So relatively easy. All right, just gotta make sure you're high enough that you're not gonna crash into it. All right, so next we're gonna load into our spreader. Gonna fill it up. There we go. Tip it back just a little bit. Let's get a little bit different view here. So the same thing. All right, we're gonna make sure we're high enough. We're gonna pull up to it. There we go. And we start dumping into it. There you go. Really easy. And if you've got an auger wagon that accepts mineral fertilizer, there are some available on ModHub, then absolutely, I would go that way. Fill your trailer once, and then you're not having to bring this spreader over here every single time. All right, so we got one last bucket, and let's see how it's going to go into our seeder. Here we go. I'm going to pull up to it, raise it up high enough. Now this one might be a little bit tricky because of how close. There we go. All right. So you got to be in that right spot. Oh, nope, that's dumping out on the ground. There we go. All right, so do we actually put product in there? Yes, we did. So that one you got to be a little bit more careful. But yeah, that's how you're going to be able to do it. Now, I know in some of the other videos, we actually used some storage facilities and we used a truck to be able to haul some of these products around. And unfortunately, there's no auto load feature on the IT runners for mineral fertilizer. There are for others, but there's not for this one at all. And then also the warehouse will not store this for you. So it's going to stay right here. If you've got a silo, a bulk silo you can put it into, then absolutely do that. I recommend putting it into a trailer and then doing it. Makes a few less trips unless you've got it sitting right next door. If you've got it sitting right next door, absolutely. Like, you can get a pretty big bucket in here too. I've got a small one just because it was a little bit easier for me to bring over here and maneuver. But you could absolutely use a really, really big bucket as long as it'll fit in that space all the way back to there, because it goes all the way back. Now, I do not know the max capacity of this right here, but if this here was 12,500, I think you could probably double up on that. You should be able to get about 25,000 in here, maybe only 24, without an issue. But I mean, that's going to be literally like almost 10 days of production time. So you're probably going to want to get it out before that. Now, you may be wondering, well, what's this over here? Well, this is herbicide, and we're going to go over that in another video. So the next video you're going to see is going to cover herbicide. So come back for that one. But if you like this one, go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you would. And if you want to stay up to date on everything here with the production factories, think about hitting that subscribe button. And if you do, hit the notification bell too. Have a great day, night, evening, everybody. Until next time, this is Driver 53, signing off.